Capricorn, welcome to your general reading. I hope you're well. I hope you are fabulous. We're doing yours and theirs placements today. We're going to start off with the oracles. Show me what I need to see, please, for that Capricorn. Energy, show me what I need to see, please, for that Capricorn. Energy, show me Capricorn. Show me Capricorn, please. What's going on for Capricorn? No. What's going on? The world. No. I wonder there was hesitation. Cycling, eh? For some of you, yes. What's right for me, what's not right for me. Opening doors, closing doors, that kind of thing. You know. Oh. But if things must close out, they must close out. That is the way of it. So that one door closes, another may open. Okay. Show me. Oh my, my, my. Oh my. Yes, indeed. So, we're talking about closing doors today for some of you. We couldn't find the balance. We couldn't harmonize. We couldn't get together our light and dark parts appropriately. Okay. Okay. Walking away. The 27th as well as the 29th might be important to some of you. Cycles have been completed. Excuse me. Or they're on the verge of it. You must do always, Capricorn, what is right for you. That means knowing when to close things, when to walk away. Obstacles, please. Obstacles for Capricorn. Obstacles. It takes how long it takes. A lot of thoughts here. A lot of thoughts. The faith, death, the hermit. We have lost faith in something. That's quite simple, really. Faith. Faith in this deck is, interesting. It surpasses the world by one digit. In that once something closes or opens, we have faith in ourselves that this was correct. There's something here we no longer have faith in. Most likely keeping a cycle open, giving these cards. Death is here. We don't have faith about a particular cycle anymore. And thus we go into a place of the hermit healing. Let me know if you are dealing with Virgo, Scorpio, and then any of the fixed signs respectively. We no longer have the faith in a connection, in a commitment. I don't know. Oh my, the earth is just putting me through it today. Virgo kicked my ass. Taurus kicked my ass. They didn't actually show me endings. They just showed me this willingness to keep putting up with something they didn't want. But you're showing me a distinct feature of, this is done. I need to walk away from it. And so begins my journey of healing. Oh my, that's some heavy shit today, man. Alright, let's start with your side. Show me. Show me Capricorn, please. Show me Capricorn, please. You have lost distinctly some sort of faith in one connection at least that's important to you. Judgment. The opportunity has presented itself. Good judgment. The time is right. A declaration of its time, an opportunity. Recognize this for what it is. I'm calling. No. What else, please? Knight of Pentacles. So you have received this call some time ago, and you have slowly moved upon it. And moved on. Six of Swords. Boom. Pretty fucking succinct. As we discussed in your last reading, efficiency is the name of the game. So, It took you a while to answer the call, but the fact of the matter is that you did. It might have taken a while, it might have taken years, I don't know. Your physical action and how it actually caught up to your spiritual energy are often two different things. You have transitioned out of something, and you felt it. You felt it with judgment that the time for this connection, relationship, whatever, has passed. Why? The details, I don't know. But it's pretty substantial, and the biggest key feature by far is that you lost faith in a connection. Okay. You lost all hope for it. Otherwise, walking away and the world would not be here, yeah? Show me the one surrounding. Show me the one surrounding Capricorn, please. Show me the one surrounding Capricorn, please. Show me, okay. Queen of Pentacles, could be dealing with a fellow earth sign. Temperance, they're trying to show me healing. Three of Pentacles, but it's better off as friends, I see. Yeah, no. Okay. So I have someone here whose energy suggests that in my best interest, Capricorn, as I try to heal myself to me, and I understand what's right for me, I kind of see our connection better as friends. And you're like, yeah, I'm moving on. And I understand that's not what we want for our significant relationships. Now, you might be accepting friendship with a certain peace, as the Six of Swords often suggests, is peaceful resignation, because I want to get the hell out of these choppy waters and into something smoother. So if you're saying we're friends, okay, but I still got to go. I agree with you. In our significant relationships, we don't want to ultimately conclude that we're friends, because then what's the point? It's not really significant, is it? Not in the love way. I'm not saying your friendships aren't important to you, but friendships aren't love relationships. Not really. We can have love for our friends, but not in the way that we need. To feel cared for and supported and have a long-term goal and vision that can be sustained between two people, that requires love, passion, dedication, and a little bit more than friendship. It's okay if we open up with the Three of Pentacles, but that's not how we want to close. So it's looking like you two have reached a kind of peaceful resolution here. They're like, in Queen of Pentacles, this is self-nurturing, self-care, my corner of the world, and that I'm comfortable in. I, through my kind of experience as a person here with that Queen of Pentacles energy, and through Temperance, have learned about myself in this relationship that we're better off as friends. And you're like, that's cool, I'm out. And I agree with you. It kind of defeats the purpose of big love relationships if they're just friendships, right? But to this person's credit, they're telling me that they worked it out and they would rather be friends. Now, how much time has gone by? I don't know. How much was said or lost or gained between you? I don't know. You two could have been together for 10 days or 10 years. I don't know. I just know that you're in a position now where you're kind of accepting the situation for what it is, no matter how slowly, and moving on from it. You are full on walking away, lest there's any confusion here. The world, literally the card of walking away. You have no faith for the situation, and now you want to heal and tend to yourself as the hermit. Cool. Okay, show me the shared energy, please, between these two. Yeah, so it doesn't matter to me. You two could have been dating for a couple of days or have been living together for 10 years. If somebody says, you know what, I don't have those kind of feelings for you anymore, we're more like friends, then there you go. That's the way it ended up. That doesn't necessarily mean that's where we want it to be, but that doesn't make it any less real about how it ended up, right? So it's our job to kind of accept it for what it is and walk away and move on, you know? Show me that shared energy, please. Shared energy, please, between these two. I'm not quite sure where I'm saying it because it looks really straightforward and to the point. Show me the shared energy, please. Page of Swords. The energy was small. Not really interested in learning or growing. What else, please? King of Cups. No, that's quite the flip. That's quite the flip. Well, we're going to have to clarify that and see who was feeling all that. Queen of Swords, the King of Pentacles. There's still that insistence, though. I do believe it's them that says, I know what's best for me. And there's a reason I don't have those big feelings. You know, I tried to open up in that way, but upon consideration, I really, from this place of comfort and knowing myself, I know this isn't where my feelings are. I wanted them to be, but it's kind of like a small attempt. It was Page of Swords. For some reason, someone in this equation could not open up. Now, for some of you, that was likely the both of you, since this is technically shared. But it's going to be one of those situations where if somebody could not expand their emotional horizons with you, you picked up on it, so you didn't feel free to invest either that much, so you restricted your own energy. They picked back up on it and fed it back to you, and it was probably on some sort of cycle loop. That's my guess. I think you both tried to give it your best efforts for the name of love. I think we should try it because maybe we can get bigger cups out of this than we actually are feeling, but no. Okay, this conclusion remains. It's probably the best for the both of you. It's somebody here still saying, I know what's best for me. Okay. And you're kind of accepting it with a kind of peace and calmness. They're like, I know myself, and I understand this about myself. Now, how long it took them to understand this about themselves and in terms of their energetic relationship with you, I don't know. But how it plays out in the 3D is, maybe we're better off as friends. So I do believe, however, I have every reason to believe with that Queen of Swords, the King of Pentacles energy, you're both saying, I know what's best for me, and you aren't it. You ain't it, right? You're both kind of saying that towards each other. I think you both made attempts at big love with that King of Cups. I do, but it was small. Page of Swords, it's like, now this Magician, so you are trying to manifest elsewhere. Okay? I believe the manifestation is here. And I'm going to go and take a wild guess. You want more than friendship. And understandably, for the reasons as I've said, nobody, you know, you're not going to get the big love out of a Three of Pentacles. That's how it can start. As I say, the Three of Pentacles is a platform. It's a springboard. You start there, which is perfectly fine if it's back here, and you springboard into other things. We don't we shouldn't ideally de-evolve in our big relationships into a Three of Pentacles. So I have to maintain. Some of you were in this connection, whatever that is to you, relationship, boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, partners, whatever that is. It was that way for some time until it kind of got into the point of recognizing it for what it is. And that's just kind of like friendship. So you're showing me a will, the kind of will to manifest. What are you manifesting? Let's take a look. Show me this for Okay. Show me this for Capricorn, please. Show me the manifestation. Show me the manifestation, please, for Capricorn. Show me the manifestation, please, for Capricorn. Show me. Show me manifestation, please. Yeah, Pentacles. So it is you two. Oh, what is it? What is it you're trying to manifest out of that Three of Pentacles, honey? What are you trying to manifest out of that Three of Pentacles? What are you hoping for? To move on from it. Fuck off, Capricorn. Well, thank you once more for being very efficient with your energy, like always. I can kind of count on you for that. Other folks make me dig and they make me work for it. Capricorn's like, fuck it here. Which again, I appreciate you. So hopefully we can get you an under-hour message. Some folks tell me they just have me on just to have something on in the background while they're doing things. And I'm like, you know what? I get that. I listen to a ton of ASMR just to have it in the background. So I get that. And if you're one of those types, you listen to me just to have some nonsense going on in the background, I love you too, honey. Don't worry about it. I appreciate you. Support is support is support. Everybody's kind of got their own thing where they can tune out. You know what I'm saying? I know how I tune out. And I help others tune out. And that's cool. I'm fine with that. You know, you get something from it. And that's all I care about. My point is I appreciate you. So, yeah. You're like, I'm manifesting to move on from this friendship. So, the fact that you're willing so hard to walk away from this, it tells me, honey, without me even having to clarify your side, you were probably a little bit more, I know you, Here you are on the surface. Everything's cool, man. I got it. I know how to proceed, Christina. And when I dig in there, I'm going to find, yeah, you were a little bit more attached to this than you cared to be, especially if someone's calling you friend and you want to move on from it. So it's not here once, honey, it's twice. And people ask me all the time, why do you use so many decks, Christina? So I can see things just like this. Repeating energies. You know? That's why. When you wear out one deck and you get through all the bad cards, you're inevitably going to get to the good cards. And look how everything turns around. This is why I use multiple decks. Okay? But yeah, you're manifesting the will to move on from this. And the fact that you're showing me manifestation to move on from a friendship tells me by default, and this is okay, that it probably meant a little bit more to you than that. That's because friendship was their conclusion, doesn't mean it was yours. And that's okay. Okay? Just know that that's not acceptable to you. That's not what you're looking for in the long term. Alright? It's not what you... So if you're one of these Capricorns that's like, I feel like an idiot, or I feel so stupid, or, you know, how come I got attached to them and they didn't get attached to me? That's so stupid. Honey, that's part of being human. And that's the point of dating. Okay? That's the whole point of dating. Or being with somebody, is because you understand you share something that you can both work on and agree upon and build upon. You know, and what happens if that dynamic shifts and changes? It's not your fault, honey. It's not your fault. The only thing you're responsible for is acknowledging for what it is. Don't fight it. Accept it and move on. I know that's easier said than done. Show me judgment, please. I mean, how else can you know unless you try? Am I right? 3 of Swords. Oh, honey. Oh, I know. I know. I know. You were feeling it. You were feeling it before they even tried to bring it up, I'm sure. But you didn't really want to dig too far into that, did you? The Page of Wands. You were feeling that kind of emotional rejection for a while, if you were being honest with yourself. And that is some... 3 of Swords, we must remember classically, always first and foremost, the interpretation, more often than not, is rejection. That's where we get the shadows of the heart space, the fear, the pain, the fear of rejection. You had an idea of it in the past, and it actually was quite a strong feeling in you, but you kind of gave it minimal attention with that Page of Wands. In other words, you didn't want to look too closely at it as like where this was headed and what you were feeling and why, right? So you gave it minimal attention, even though despite the fact it was probably headed this way for a while. Okay? And I know you probably didn't try to peer under that cover of the lid for very long or very hard, but you felt it. You kind of felt it, didn't you, honey? Okay? You felt that this particular judgment and or cycle was coming. I think you anticipated the pain of rejection, but you didn't quite know how to deal with it. You didn't want to look at it too hard. Anything else, please? So you kept your enthusiasm, and you kind of doubled down for some of you on that stubbornness that all was well. What else, please? But you still tried to put on a brave face and show your enthusiasm and your best interest and your best foot forward and all that kind of stuff. And then it hit. Oh dear. It was the inevitable conversation, yeah? So judgment tries to present us opportunity after opportunity, a chance for our spiritual energy to catch up to our physical energy. Judgment has all those implications. It's such a strong spiritual activity card. It's the hardest to define, but honestly, despite the fact that it's so hard to define, judgment is, it can honestly have the biggest impact on us. It's so hard to understand judgment when we go against the grain of our feeling. When we're presented constant alternative pathways, as I saw with Taurus, and we keep rejecting them. These are calls. This is our natural kind of reasoning of feeling. Not our reasoning of logic, but reasoning of feeling that says, hey, here's some spiritual reality for you. I need you to catch up to it. Okay? Here's a major decision coming to you. Here's a major decision you're responsible for making, and you kind of feel it. Here's an alternative pathway in life. We're letting you have this opportunity. Are you going to take it? It's all that. But all those themes, they all have one common thing. The call, as I call it. They could all be all those major concepts of life and how difficult they are. Energetic entanglement, you name it. They can all be summarized in one phrase. The call. Something that's telling you this is actually correct versus your reality. Here's something that could be for you. Will you take it? Here's your real truth. Will you accept it? It's time. Will you acknowledge it? The call. And you're like, oh no, that call involves pain. I don't want to answer that call. So we're going to give it like a page of wands, you know, until the tower actually hit. And it's like, okay, it's time for you to deal with this knowledge, Capricorn. Okay. You felt it headed in this direction. I know you did, honey. I know you did. I know you did. And that's okay. You know, and now you're over here like, I got to get away from this. I'm manifesting it. You're manifesting your own will to move forward from this Three of Pentacles. So I know it meant something to you. Otherwise, the manifestation wouldn't be here. It's like you're trying to get away from this double time. I'm getting the hell away from it. Double time, double time, double time. I'm getting away from this. It hurts me. It's embarrassing. I can't believe this shit. Knights of Pentacles, please. Show me the Knights of Pentacles, please. Show me the Knights of Pentacles, please. Oh. Yeah, there it is. For some of you, Knight of Cups to the Four of Cups. That's the reality of the situation. You were feeling it. You were putting your emotionality out there, but you weren't receiving the same back. That's what's kind of slowly been creeping up on you, the truth of it. You were putting your emotional self out there. You were trying to be romantic. You were trying to be vulnerable. You were trying to be expressive with your feelings. But you weren't getting back the same you were putting out. Right? And it took you a while to figure that out. Can we nerd? Okay. There's you. Oh yeah, there you are, honey. Loud and proud. The devil. Oh, it's good to see you, honey. Your card being the devil. I know, honey. I know. Trust me. Death over here. The devil. The two big bad D's in tarot. Everybody assumes the worst when they see us, you know. Honestly, I'm glad. I'm thankful to see your power energy here. That tells me that this is your version of the Emperor standing in your power. It might have taken you a long time. But you are here representing yourself. And you are trying to move forward. Okay? You can get a little bit... you. Again, death. Don't take that too seriously, honey. If anybody can understand each other, it's Capricorn and Scorpio. I swear to God. Okay, with the Queen of Swords. Strong determination to move forward by hook or by crook. Wow. This really impacted you a lot more than you understood. Wow. All that strong will, honey. All that strong sense of determination to move forward. I know. Oh, honey. I know. I know. I don't know who did the breaking up. Them acknowledging that we're friends. I've thought about it and I've come to terms with it, Capricorn. You know, after God knows how long. We're friends and that hurts you. It puts you in a place of humiliation, most likely. But mostly that sense of, fuck, I can't believe I was vulnerable with this person like that. They weren't with me, and how come I didn't see it sooner? And you had the feeling back here. So I don't know who did the breaking, the official breaking. That tower was either brought upon you or you triggered it when you understood the truth of this situation. That call you didn't want to answer, and it eventually got picked up. So I don't know who did what. I don't know who pulled the trigger. I'm sure that there'll be plenty of people in the comments who will tell me what's up. You let me know as you see fit. I just know that it happened. Your reaction to it is quite strong and strong-willed. I know it put you in a place of emotional vulnerability. You really did want to imprint your feelings upon this person. And your energy is having such a harsh and strong reaction to this proposed friendship, which you're not cool with. I mean, I know you're trying to take it cool, but you're not cool with. I understand. It's a pride thing. I completely understand and respect that. Oh, we're friends. That's cool. I'm going to go ahead and excuse myself now. So, you know what I'm saying? So I know your pride's in this. I see you here. You know, I know, honey. It sucks. It sucks. It's okay. But you're walking away and understanding that there's no hope for this situation is correct for you. It is not correct for you. You understand the difference? So as hurtful as this was, and as brave a face as you're trying to show me, and you're showing me a really strong fucking brave face here. I mean, really strong. Your determination to move forward tells me a lot. 8 of Pentacles, King of Cups. You want to work on that love energy, specifically you getting in a better position to open up and receive the love that you need to both love and to be loved. That's what it is to be the King and Queen of Cups. These are emotionally mature people, okay? These are the people who say, I know my heart space. I know what I want to see in it. I know how I want to experience it. I know how I want to express it. And you're working on that. There's this kind of identity in you that says, I will not allow this to happen again. So I'm going to work on my own form of self-love, and then that way I can better identify in someone else who is also ready to share that emotionality with a sense of maturity and equilibrium with me, right? The idea you're here is like, I want to identify that shit so it will never happen again. So that's kind of that's where that's coming from. And again, that's that Capricorn efficiency. And for cross-watchers, hi, I've had to say this before. If you understood the Capricorn mentality, you would understand why that makes perfect sense. And that's coming from yours truly. I'm just water and fire. A little bit of air. But let me tell you something. It's there you go. It's like, I'm not going to let that shit happen again. So if I work on my own constructive heart space, 8 of Pentacles, this is the master of our craft, yeah? Boom, boom, boom. I'm figuring it out. I'm figuring it out. I'm perfecting this. So as we reinforce our own heart space as the King and or Queen of Cups, the idea is if I better identify it within me about what I'm looking for in love, I can better identify it in someone else. Correct. 100%. When you know what you are prepared for, you can better see it in other people. You can figure out sooner, faster, who are the time wasters, who are the people who are commitment phobes, who are the people who are not capable of standing up for themselves or standing on their own 2 feet or having goals or direction or a sense of application in this life. So when you understand what you expect from your heart and your ability to love, you can better identify it in other people. This is 100% correct. I completely agree with you. And it goes back to that simple equation. When you love yourself first and also understand your own love, you can better identify it in other people. You can immediately eliminate those people who are time wasters and people who are fucking around, or they don't know what they're doing, or they don't know what they want. So again, congratulations to you. But you're in there hammering in that workspace, you know, that heart space. How did this happen? How did I allow it to happen? I want you to ease up on yourself, okay? Don't be so hard. You had feelings for who you had feelings for. And the relationship evolved the way it did. That was not within your control, but that doesn't make your feelings any less natural or real, okay? Or valid. So stop being so hard on yourself. I know you're a proud Capricorn. That's the proud Capricorn I'm looking at today. A strong mind you have. Determination, will to move forward and accept things the way they are. But please ease up on yourself. I know you had that feeling back here, and that's part of your fuck. Because you felt it back here. Okay? Until one day it was undeniable. Okay? Cool. But I really want you to ease up on yourself a little bit. So I'm glad you're working on your heart space, and it is going to put you in a better position to see who is right for you versus who is wrong for you. All right? I'm glad you're doing that. That's beautiful. So it's not just about moving on. You've already done that. It's after the fact at this point. It's also about what you're moving towards. Okay? So I say, good on you. Yeah, slowly but surely. Underlying energy. It's consistent. Okay? So I'm not worried about you. I'm really not. So I don't know why I'm saying this today, except that this is the only biggest clue about how far it really hits you and your reaction to it. We really don't have to manifest so hard to leave our friends behind, you know? Unless they were, of course, more to us than friends. Okay, I understand, honey. I appreciate a good poker face, too. I know. I know it's hard for you to be vulnerable to this person. Queen of Pentacles, please. That's interesting. Some of this, you could have been dealing with a fellow earth sign, and specifically a fellow Cappy. Okay. Show me this Queen of Pentacles, please. Show me this Queen of Pentacles, please. Show me this Queen of Pentacles, please. No shit. So, they're showing me the Wheel of Fortune. My identity, my sense of self with you has changed. Okay. I'm not trying to make... I'd rather this person know than not. Okay? Because that can just accumulate into one big time waster if somebody refuses to understand their love energy towards you. And you put how many years into this before they're like, I guess we're better off as friends. Now that I would rather this person come to that conclusion based on knowledge of thyself, just like you're working on, than not. It's better than being strung out in a relationship for years and years and years where you're not getting the love and attention that you need. So I'd rather they have experienced this than not at all. Instead of just sitting there stewing, accepting what they don't want. That's what I saw with Taurus. So, it's a little harsh, but real tarot, real life. Yes, the Wheel of Fortune, this person's energy, feelings, etc. have changed. In Page of Pentacles, the investment was small. It didn't start out huge. It was a slow thing. It was a slow investment. So this might have gone on for a while. This might have been a knowledge that took a long time for them to incorporate. But where were they going? Where were they investing in terms of their emotions, their actions? What's going on? They didn't want to continue to invest in a friendship that was a not friendship. You understand? Yeah. I'm sure, of course, they didn't see it like that at first, Capricorn. Of course they fucking didn't. But their feelings have changed. And they acknowledged it, and yes, it took them time. It did take them time. But they did eventually get to the truth of the thing. So again, I'd rather them know than not know. Okay? Temperance. Show me healing, please. Show me the healing, please. Show me the healing, please. Show me the healing, please, for this person. The Nine of Swords. Tired of being mentally bound up by the truth of their feelings. Nine of Swords, even though it's a lot of mental activity, it always goes back to a place of feeling. Almost always. Sometimes it is a lot of anxious thoughts and general anxiety. You know, that's long-standing. But more often than not, those Nine of Swords come from pain. Pain comes from the heart. It's just, it ends up getting up here because we can't stop thinking about it. This person was tired of thinking those thoughts. The anxiety, the stress about their love energy, what it was really like. And they're sorry. They are sorry, if that helps you. If it helps you, they are sorry. Okay? Like I said, it didn't start out this way for this person, and it's not where they intended it to go, but that's where it ended up being. So again, when I tell you, I'm happy this person knows this about themselves, and their relationship energy towards you, so much the better. So I know you were hurt. I know your pride got hurt. And your determination to move forward from this because there's no hope is admirable. I just really wish you wouldn't be so hard about it. Because your energy's coming across to me quite firm. So I'm quite joyous for you in seeing this. After you move on, you will do a better job of reinforcing and better understanding your heart space as you work on it. Okay? And you will go into a place of healing. And they are sorry. They are sorry. But it's kind of this place of I understand my energy and I know that we should probably have outstanding love over friendship. So I give them that credit. I do. I do. If that helps you. Okay. Show me that Three of Pentacles, please. King of Swords. determination to see it that way. Okay, so Queen of Swords, King of Swords, it's not just you, it's them too. The both of you are determined to understand and do what's right for you. Good, good. Do I dare say I'm looking at two mature-ass people? Do you have any idea how often I don't see that? If it weren't for the fact that I know I would get demonetized, I would call your video that, two mature-ass people. I'm not saying your pride wasn't hurt. Your pride's gonna be hurt. Yeah, it is. But it also tells me you were emotionally invested in this as much as you're trying to hide it from me. And you are, bless you. I can see past that. I can feel past it too. But yeah, the determination to treat this connection as friendships and only as friendship. But it comes from a sincere space, again, if that helps you. They are sorry. Okay? And you are... Here's what I do like about your energy. Again, if this helps you. You're not showing me you're holding on. You're not showing me that you're fighting. You're not showing me that you're wailing and crying to the gods and tearing your hair out. Now, you might have experienced all that, but you've experienced it in a way that I can't see it. I do know your pride's here. But you're both showing me a strong will and determination that this is how it must be, and I accept it whether I like it or not. So again, you're meeting somebody where they are and not where they're not, which is a beautiful thing. If more people did that, honey, my messages wouldn't be over an hour long. If more people would just accept what they're being presented and not what they want to see or hope to see. Oh my God, can you imagine? Oh, so I say the good on both of you. Okay. Anything else, please, about that Three of Pentacles? Anything else, please, about that Three of Pentacles? The decision's there. That's all they're showing me. The decision's there. It's kind of determined in that decision. This is a friendship, and that's all it is. Okay? Okay, cool. All right. The shared energy. This King of Cups is interesting. It is interesting. I'm going to go ahead and take a guess since she showed me King of Cups in the future. This is more on your side of the board in terms of shared. I think these are the feelings you didn't want me to see. You know, as look at you over here being a strong-willed badass. It's alright. It's alright, honey. I'm not giving you shit. Trust me. Cheers. It's 105 in Texas. It's hot. I got nowhere else to be. I'm tired. Virgo and Taurus put me through it. Yeah, we had a class. Okay, Page of Swords. Show me the Page of Swords, please. Show me the Page of Swords, the shared energy. Oh, the Botticelli. Show me the Page of Swords, please. Show me that Page of Swords, please. It's very admirable. The only little bit of denial I see is back here. But given the circumstances, I think that was to be expected, and I would think it was normal, honey. I think it was normal. Do you know how it is when you're in the early stages of a relationship and you feel like it's kind of going well, but then you start getting that thing in the back of your brain? It's like, they don't say as much as I do, and they don't express as much as I do. Is it fair? Do they feel the same way? Because it seems to me I express myself, but they don't so much. Huh. And then the evidence starts to build from there. Granted, I haven't been one of those in a long time, not since my college years, but let me tell you, I remember the feeling. I remember the feeling. Show me that Page of Swords, please. Show me the Page of Swords, please. Yeah, there's that, you know, trying to keep that energy minimal back here to the what felt like an inevitable truth. Page of Swords, Five of Pentacles. Trying to show very little energy to the worst possible outcome, despite you kind of feeling it, right? Like a heaviness on your heart or a heaviness on your mind. It was there. You didn't want to entertain it too much, right? It's okay. I understand you, honey. I know where you're coming from. What else, please? There was tension here surrounding the commitment. So for some of you it was full-on commitment. I mean full-on. This was more than... So for some of you, I'm sorry, I can't get a grip on the time reference. For some of you, it was outstanding. For some of you, it was a connection, a commitment, a relationship of upwards to 14 years, 10 years, 5 years, and then also 10 months or less of dating. Okay, I can't... Typically, I see consistency in time span. I'm not seeing consistency. So for some of you, it's across the board. Regardless, pain is pain. Like I said, for some of you... I said that from the beginning, didn't I? Yeah. I was ahead of myself. For some of you, we're dating 10 days. For some of you, you were together 10 years. Some of you, 14. Or less. But there was tension. There was tension in the commitment, the foundation energy. In other words, the stability wasn't as stable, particularly where the emotions were concerned. We tried not to give it too much attention, right? We tried not to give it too much attention. Not too much of our concern or worry, less, of course, you know, it's a self-fulfilling prophecy type thing. No, honey, it wasn't self-fulfilling. It was headed in this direction, and... you know, it really wasn't for you to say. You were involved, but it really wasn't for you to say. Okay. Yeah, there was tension. And it's the Page of Swords, you see, when I start digging a little bit more on those pages, and I know I'm going to see something interesting for that King of Cups. There's a lot more underneath the surface. It's hard to hear that, yeah. After a relationship of how long? Oh, after all this time. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry, but I experience us as friends now. And I don't want to continue to invest in that way, and I am sorry. But it's the truth. That's how this person's presenting it. And you're doing what you do. Okay, show me that King of Cups, please. Show me that King of Cups, please. Show me that King of Cups, please. Page of Wands, the Four of Cups. Ah. There it is again. Page of Wands. Around major concepts of emotional pain and fear of rejection. Your heart was in the right place, honey. It was. Your heart was in the right place. Okay? But it's the thing you wanted to pay attention to the least that was your strongest reality. And that is, you weren't receiving as much as you probably should have been. And that's the thing you tried to ignore the least. That was pinging your Three of Swords, the fear of the rejection. The love wasn't as much of a two-way street. Yours was kind of like an open highway without traffic. Theirs was kind of like a congested, single-lane, one-way road. What you were putting out and what you were getting back were two different things. Or at least for one of you, that was the case. Again, reverse energies as it applies. But while your King of Cups is here, your best intentions were here. If you were being honest with yourself, if you had really allowed yourself to explore that little page back here that was trying to tell you what was up with judgment, you would have felt more that Four of Cups. That you yourself may not have been terribly happy in this either. Particularly with what you were receiving. Four of Cups is, I'm being offered cups. I guess. I'm not particularly enthused with any of them. But it's something. In other words, disappointment. You've been disappointed in your heart space for a while, and you've tried not to show it for a while. Because if you showed it, then you'd have to acknowledge it. If you acknowledged it, then you would have to see what they were going through as well, and you didn't want to see that. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's wrap it up. Queen of Swords, King of Pentacles. Show me. Queen of Swords, you are both determined in this, and that's in what is best for the both of you, and I have to agree. That's correct. Yes, to treat each other well. The Empress, excuse me. Queen of Swords, King of Pentacles. Okay. And King of Cups, and to find the love space, someone whom you are better suited to. Okay? After you move on from this, and you get to work on that heart space. I know there's some people who are saying you're trying to win them back. I don't see that. I know there'd be some tarot readers who are looking at this. Christina, they're trying to win them back. Oh, no. I know you're not. This is you trying to... You're still kind of wishing each other well. In that respect of, I know what's right for me, you know what's right for you, let's part ways. Because you would like, again, your focus here is working on the better parts of your heart space so that you can find one that's better suited to you. You already have a concept of who this person is in your mind. This is very straightforward. Okay? This is very straightforward. And you can't really argue with someone who insists we're just friends when that's not what you're looking for, right? So no, I don't see you trying to, quote-unquote, work to win them back. I see you working on your heart space, King of Cups, twice in the future orientation after you've moved on. It's right here. It's right here. And that's right here. No. Your main focus is in the future orientation and knowing what's best for you and standing in your power and claiming yourself as King of Pentacles is to be in love. Again, I keep bringing them up and I apologize for that. They had a very similar... Who had this? King of Cups, the Chariot. It was different. It was like, I want to be in love and I know this. I want someone to be my Empress. I want to be in love with this person. And that's what you're determined to move in that particular direction. And I hope that you find it. Because you're working on your own love space so that you can better identify those elements within yourself, so you can better identify it within someone else. And I have every reason to believe that you will. Because you're showing me heavy markers of finding someone who is very important to you. Someone who surpasses the friendship zone by miles. And, no. 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 Your energy is moving outward strongly. What is this? There it is. Pain and the commitment. Hierophant energy. Queen of Wands. Ace of Wands. There's a strong marker in you to move forward into what is correct for you. There's a part of you that's always going to kind of carry pain for this particular commitment, but you are still determined to move forward nevertheless. And that's reasonable. I think it is. You know? It just tells me you love this person. But again, if you were being honest with yourself, you weren't receiving the love you needed, and it was like that for some time. But yes, you carry pain in your heart for this particular commitment, but that's not keeping you from moving forward. Queen of Wands, Ace of Wands. You're showing me all the markers of dedication and moving forward. You know? The determination, will to do what's right for the both of you, but it's mostly you that I see your energy moving forward, but I'm not focusing on them, I'm focusing on you. Your love energy is moving upward and outward with some strength of conviction too, so that tells me it's not random. It's not random. Where are you going? Fuck it. Where are you going? Well, if it was anything like your last reading, you had several options, my friend. The Empress, the King of Cups, the Chariot. You want the big love, no shit. You want the big love and you want someone worth loving. The Empress. The Empress is always someone who is worth loving, someone who's highly productive, someone who knows themselves, someone who is comfortable in their own energy, someone who knows what their worth is, their value, their capabilities. You want to be in love, my friend, and with the right person. None of this friendship shit. Damn. New commitment as well. For some of you, quite possibly, yes, that next Taurus season. I know that seems forever out, but to me it's nothing. I'm not invested in the time. That's one of the advantages of having no Earth in my chart. I'm not invested in time. What seems like forever to you, or a long way out to you, is nothing to me. Taurus is right around this, Taurus season, that's right around the corner. But yes, we're talking really strong energy. Ideal love, being in love, having a full and accessible heart space to someone you tie it to strongly. We're talking full-on commitment and being in love. Possibly by next spring, yes. I kind of just want to know when you meet this person. You might meet them in October. But we're talking full-on engagement, not till possibly much later in spring. Doesn't have to be. It's just when you ask questions in tarot, you get answers. At least the good tarot readers do. That's my opinion. You ask questions and you get answers. I see you being strongly in love to someone you highly identify as an Empress and being fully in love for, in marked contrast compared to your King of Cups over here in this relationship, which was not emotionally sustaining to you at all. That's why you're going back to the drawing board in your heart space and better identify your own heart, your own love language, your own needs and desires. That way you can better ID it in someone else. Yes, I agree with you. And in so doing, that's exactly what you're doing in the future. The Empress, King of Cups, Chariot, Hierophant, Taurus, Libra, Scorpio, Cancer. And you might meet this person come October. I hate it when I get jumps like that. I do. I hate that. Oh, I hate that. But that's the way tarot is sometimes. Sometimes it just presses the fast forward button, like so. Okay, what about it? And through this Four of Cups energy, you've kind of kept a confidence going that you didn't necessarily feel. I don't want to focus on that. That's already played out. I got it. I got it. Okay. I'm sorry. I just don't want to focus on it because it looks like it's already done to me. It's already looking like it's after the fact. I mean, everything is here to tell me that, Capricorn, so I don't want to keep lingering on it. You're anxious to move away from it completely and solidly. I understand. I understand. You understand it's better off for you. They understand it's better off for them. You both kind of agree and shake hands on that, and then you part ways. And then you jump over here. You fast forward on me, and now you're in a full-on commitment. What is this? Let's just start with something simple. When does Capricorn meet this energy? Like I said, for some of you, it's October. 6 and 4 also add up to 10. For some of you, you'll meet them at a wedding, an event, or social gathering within the home space. Yes, exactly. Yeah, okay, so for some of you, again, the October energy stands, but specifically in a meeting space where there is celebration. Okay? October heavily. Meeting under a united banner of celebration and joy. Events Who knows? Birthdays, christenings, weddings. I don't know. I don't know. Get-togethers in the home space. It could be Scorpio. Upwards to, well, no. October, yeah. Late October technically starts Scorpio season. For some, okay. So for some of you, late October to late November. In the time of celebration and gathering. For some of you, not till your birth season. December. But I'm looking at full-on commitment. I don't know that it's necessarily wedding, but it's full-on commitment with a very strong love energy. What you were hoping for, what you were looking for, what you were trying to discern for yourself by spring. Not now. That's all I got from that is not now. Not right now. Not in July. I don't know why. That's so specific, but not July. We're talking later in the fall. Okay. Okay. There you go. Well, once more, thank you for your efficiency. I don't particularly like that gap there, that jump there, but I'd like to see a bit more of a bridge. But as you continue to move forward in what you know is correct for you, so too will you find it. That's typically how these things work. When we walk around in life not sure what we want or what we're doing, you're going to get exactly those results. And the person that you are connecting with, they don't know what they're doing either. So you both get mixed bagged results. Whereas if you have a stronger understanding of the love you desire and seek, you will in fact acquire it. The odds go way up when you can better define what it is that you want. You know, people have no idea how much damage they cause when they walk around not knowing what the hell they're doing, why they're doing it, what their motivation is, right? And so you want the opposite of that. It's like, I don't want this to ever happen again. Okay? Okay, is there anything else here? I mean, honestly, congratulations to you. It's looking like you are finding the person that you want to seek so very, very much. The connectivity, I don't see it happening tentatively until the fall/winter. But you seem to be enjoying a very smooth, happy ride come spring. And if that's true for you, honey, congratulations. Good job. Okay. Okay. I was just kind of waiting for the big it, but we saw the big it already. We did. So I'm glad you got a little turnaround at the end. That does make me happy. I just hate gaps. Oh, I just hate gaps. I like to bridge, but you're like fast forward. You probably did fast forward me, didn't you? You probably did fast forward my ass. I know you. Okay, well, that's fine. Twin flame. Not the one you're exiting. Twin flames don't come in a friendship box. But no. Closure. Twin flame and a closure. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I have to argue with you on that one. Vivid dreams. First of all, I don't even know if I particularly believe in the concept of twin flames. I'm not a big advocate of it. I usually just find that that's somebody else's excuse to overly attach themselves to someone they cannot keep, to kind of justify the crazy. So I'm not a huge fan of twin flames because I've actually seen how it plays out in reality, and it's usually never good. The closest I will come to recognizing it, however, is a lover's connection, which I did not see once here. And the lover's connection is a multi-layered bonding system. This, we do know. It is an energetic connection that exists on the spiritual level, the mental level, the emotional level, the physical level. So it is complicated. It is our biggest reward, but the one that we have to earn for. This did not show me any evidence of that. I did not see any Six of Cups here. I did not see a Two of Cups here. I did not see the Lover's card. Nothing here that indicates big sustaining love. In fact, that was the major point of this reading overwhelmingly, is that this person has concluded through time and deliberation that they understand their connection to you to be a friendship. It hurt you. But then, in fact, if you really think about it, you were always kind of disappointed with the love you were receiving from them. So a part of you knew, you just didn't want to see it. But when you did, you accepted it for what it is, and you're determined to move forward. So hence, Let me reiterate this to you. I am not, Sassy is not saying that there's any existence here of a twin flame relationship. I would actually have to see some stronger components of love before I could even believe that. What I'm seeing here with the word closure next to it is that you understand that this person is not for you. That's it. Because if this person really well and truly was your divine counterpart, there wouldn't be this insistence of, well, after all this time, I've concluded we're friends. I feel like we're more like friends. And that could have taken 10 days to 10 years or more, like I said. Did you see 1 Ace of Cup, 2 of Cup, 6 of Cup, 3 of Cup, 9 of Cup, 10 of Cup? No. Not the Lovers either. This is a closure. Someone whose love you might have always felt shortchanged by, or maybe even chased. Because I did see a Capricorn who was distinctly aware of the fact that they always felt shortchanged on the love department with this person. It's kind of like, in my eyes, case closed. This person is not that to you. You've had evidence of it, but you had vivid dreams of something else or something more. And you are going to find very much that something else and something more. And there will be no hesitation in your energy, I promise. Yes. Some of you got a little secret admirer now. But no. This is closure. It's kind of like saying closure to this particular chapter. Okay. Important conversation right here. What else, please? Oh. Patience. More of that temperance energy. And for some of you, yes, there might have been a third-party influence. I don't quite know where that's coming from. Now, third-party influence does not have to be that. This is anybody who kind of whispers in your ears in an objective way. That could be a family member. That could be a friend. That could be someone who has good intentions, but it comes out in poor advice. That's any third-party interference. I don't know. I don't know. But if it was interference, it was for the best. Because if this relationship could have sustained on its own, it would have, regardless of so-called interference. Okay. And that third-party influence could have come within you. When you were receiving the call and you didn't want to take it. And it took a lot of time before it finally caught up to you. But yes, there could have been some, let's just call it poor influence. Okay, as well. Somebody who might have meant well. Somebody who might have told you, Capricorn, you're thinking about this in all the wrong ways. No, they love you. Stick to it. Stick. Is that what happened? See, that's third-party influence too. Nobody suspects that. Those people who are well-intended, but they give you the worst advice. Instead of listening and seeing how fucking miserable you are, they give you advice that they believe is generally for your best interest, but they don't really understand or appreciate what the hell you're going through. Those are the people who are like, you committed to this, so you gotta stay into it even if it fucking kills you. Is that what that is? They just said, show this patience. They love you. They're just going through a phase, Capricorn. They love you. Stay with it, stay with it, stay with it, stay with it. And you're like, okay. I'm trying to get real reasonable advice here. I trust that you're guiding me correctly. There's that too. Oh, how does that old saying go? The road to hell is paved with good intentions. People who mean well. And you really do look to them to give you good counsel, but they just kind of parrot cliches. They don't really understand the situation. You know? And so some of you stayed stuck in this a lot longer than you knew or felt was correct. That's the real third-party influence. People are like, stick to it, it's your marriage. Stick to it, it's your relationship. You made a commitment. The fact that you don't feel loved is irrelevant. Just give them more time and patience and they'll come around. I know. Those are those folks who always mean well, but you, at the end of the day, have to use your best judgment. All right, that's enough of that. I'm done exploring this. I was more interested in this, but apparently we had to run the ranks on this today. Okay. Like always, thank you once more for being efficient. I appreciate you for that. Let's close you off with something from the El Key. The one who hesitates. Oh, fucking... Is that what it is, Capricorn? The ponderer. The delay. Lacking confidence. Is that what it is? You held out in this a lot longer than you should have. Part of it is you weren't listening to yourself, and the love specifically you weren't receiving, and then also the poor advice from other people who told you to stick it out, show it patience. That is third-party interference. It runs contrary to what you felt, but you listened to it anyway, didn't you? Well, that's for some of you. The one who hesitates. Anything else here, please? The one who dreams. Escape, dreams, fantasy. And some of you went into a dream place, a fantasy space, or they did, or just somebody had that checkout energy, like they weren't really there, they weren't really involved. And they kind of lived in a fantasy world about reality versus what was in their, they had hoped was in their mind or something like that. Okay, that's enough. I'm kind of... The one who emerges, enlightenment, mindfulness, rising up. Of course, that's you. And how? And how? Okay. You will find the love and the commitment, I might say, that you are looking for. Okay. Capricorn, that's enough. Put in the comments as you see fit. This was interesting. It was interesting. Rosary reflects real life. I know you had to come to terms with this particular situation the hard way, but I'm glad you did, instead of showing resistance or putting up with it or continuing to remain stuck or holding on to something when it did not meet your ideals anyway. You know, I'd rather you know than not. I'd rather you know the truth of the reality than to continue to live in a lie or a delusion or a fantasy. Because, yeah. Three of Pentacles ain't gonna cut it for a commitment or a grand love story. No, thank you. Okay. I'll see you in a couple weeks. Take care. Be well.